Hi, I'm Joe Theisman, world champion quarterback and entrepreneur. I'm here with Stephen Shallenberger. And Stephen, you wrote a number of books, but why did you start writing?
Yeah, well, it really started when I graduated from college and had the opportunity to supervise a sales company with over 300 employees. And I remember distinctly thinking to myself, how can I help them realize their best, to be the best that they could be? And I also thought, well, if they're the best that they can be, we'll have a very successful company. Right. And maybe you thought that as a quarterback, as you worked with teammates, right, helping them be their best, that the team got better. So kind of the same line of thinking. And so I was young. And so I turned to individuals who had a track record of being very successful in living principles that cause sustained excellence. I turned to people such as Stephen R. Covey and Norman Vincent Peale, Earl Nightingale, Zig Ziglar.
All of the godfathers of basically motivational industry.
They were.
Yeah.
And they came in and they trained our associates. And one of the things that I noticed is that it helped our company be number one in our industry for a long time. And also, as our young employees graduated from college, they went on to run successful organizations and companies around the world. And then it hit me that these principles made a difference. And so I dedicated, it lit a fire within me to study factors that made a difference, that contributed to success. And after 40 years, identified 12 that really made a difference. And so it's been fun to teach those to others and see the very same type of impact towards excellence, helping people become better.
What are some of the 12 that you talk about in your books and you share with people?
Yeah, well, they're significant. One of them is, the foundational one is being true to character. When people are honest and square with other people, they have a chance.
Character is who you are, reputation is who people think you are, right?
That's right on. But others include imagination. When you flick on that switch of imagination, it starts changing everything. Gaining the right knowledge, that can be a game breaker.
Sure.
So things such as that. And then we talk about relationships, because when you have healthy operating teams, you can solve the problems of the world. Then we focus on vision and actionable planning. How do you get it done? Those are some of the principles that I've seen that make a difference.
You know, listening to you talk, it's like you're talking to a football team. Because the principles that I've learned, the principles that I've grown up in the world of football is the vision, thinking outside the box, being willing to study hard, to focus and work hard, rely on your teammates. I think there's so much to be learned from the world of athletics. You take it to the world of business, and we find that both worlds are very similar. And the end result is, how do you want to become successful with your life, right? How do you want to do that? I think what you do is provide basically a blueprint or a game plan, as people would say, to be able to look at your life. The different people that you've spoken to, are there any individuals or any groups that you find more difficult to try and believe and convince in the philosophy that you're trying to share?
I really appreciate the analogy, Joe, that you made with the sports, because it works anywhere. You've seen it there, you've experienced, you've been the best in the world. And that's because you've applied these principles. And whether it's a teacher, a parent, an engineer, a lawyer, it makes no difference. As they apply these fundamental principles, excellence starts taking place. Closer relationships, things start happening in the right direction. So they don't change. The world's going to change, but these won't. And they'll keep causing the right type of things to happen. They'll take broken companies or organizations and help them be more successful. So you're right, they apply across the board. I think it's everyone that is affected by them.
Is there a time frame when you sit down and you talk to someone and you talk about the things that are important? Is there a time frame that you're looking at for results, or does it depend upon the company from an implementation standpoint and a reaction of the employees or associates and team members that are a part of it? Is there a time frame anywhere?
Yeah, almost immediately people sense a kinship, a connection to these 12 principles of highly successful leaders. They just feel that they're right. And so some things will affect them immediately. One of my favorite ones is being quick to listen and slow to wrath. That very single principle changes everything.
Quick to listen and slow to wrath.
Yeah.
That principle, I think, is great just in life. I mean, we're sitting here talking about athletic teams and businesses, but really it's about individuals, isn't it?
It is.
It's about, you start with the individual, because what really makes up a team, what really makes up a company?
Yep.
Individuals. And what you do is you start with that single cell and,
That's it.
and
You got it.
allow it to sort of build and grow.
That's it. Yeah, it starts with one person. Our motto is one person can make a difference, and our best is yet to be. And so we find that as one person starts doing this, this affects other people. And when you can get two people to do it, or two teams to do it, it is a magic that takes place.
How do you change negative thinking? I mean, that has to be one of the greatest challenges, that defeatist attitude. We see it, we talk about changing culture within an athletic organization. Well, you know, we're 0-16, we're 2-14. Oh, we have to change the culture. Do you have to change the people, or can you change the culture?
No, absolutely you can, and it all starts right here. As you get people thinking and focusing on the right things, they start doing the right things. So it is actually creating a culture, and one of the unique things that we've created at Becoming Your Best is after we do the training, is we've created a whole electronic infrastructure where they get free emails that keeps them thinking about the right kind of things. And with time, it makes a difference, and it's permanent.
See, I envision you as a mechanic now. What you do is you go and you look at the car and you say, you know, you got a problem here with your transmission. We can fix the transmission for you, which is what you do with Be the Best with your book.
Yeah.
But on the other side, you say, we also have follow-ups that we can keep your transmission running properly if you do this. Is that a fair analogy?
That's it. We're in here for the long term. We found that it's both a mindset.
Right.
Get thinking about what the best looks like. What does my best look like? What does our best look like together as we work together, and even organizationally, how do we do well as an organization? But it's not just the mindset, it's also the process. And so how do you keep it going? Someone said, what I like about what you do in your training is it lasts long, far beyond Tuesday. And so it does.
Which is pretty good. And we're really in a society where the attention spans are so short.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be able to have it go to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Absolutely.
What kind of gratification do you get personally from being able to share these experiences with people?
Thank you for that question, because perhaps that's the reason we're doing what we're doing. To see stronger relationships, to see happier, healthier people, excited about their jobs, excited to show up to work, to make a contribution. The letters we get about life-changing experiences is everything. And so we're just grateful to be able to work with people.
If people wanted to contact you, how would they do it?
They can go to becomingyourbest.com.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.